So at the end, I have a very special offer for you, a little gift. It's free that I want to offer you. So if you stay until the end with me, I'm going to share you that link. This is me, just quickly, a little bit about me. On the right, those are heart monitors. I had panic attacks after thinking that my life had to revolve around work. I was rolled out of the office on a stretcher, and well, my body had to tell me, yo, you need to stop because you're not going to survive at this rhythm. I was working in radio and I loved my job. I didn't know what it was to stop and slow down. But I did have a depression when I was 12. So all of that combined, it brought me to go live in Nepal. Like, yeah, I went all out. I went all extreme. And well, it changed my life. I became a yoga teacher. I traveled. Oh my gosh. Like that was me when I thought that I needed to achieve the ranks. Yeah. Do you feel this? Do you resonate with what I'm saying? I feel like most of us are just walking up that ladder, right? Being like, we need to get this diploma and reach up that corporate ladder and have that job. We don't. I mean, we don't. This is me last year. I mean, this year now, I just feel so amazing. And I get to share all this beautiful work that I've done for myself with other women, with other communities. I've taught yoga teacher trainings in Nepal, and I have been, not only a yoga teacher, but it has helped me to become a coach and to help women transform to the best of their abilities to really live their best life. And right now, I am the best version of myself, and I just love it. And sometimes I feel like, am I living a dream? Like it's not all perfect. Okay. I still overthink and I still have a hard time going to bed sometimes because I'm so excited about all the things I'm doing because I'm human. But I do wanted to share with you that I've done all this transformation, and I want to share with you how you can say yes to yourself and tune into what's really important to you without feeling guilty. My 3-part system. So if you have a notebook, and I'm talking a bit fast because I'm scared we won't get to everything. So I apologize. Hopefully you don't get my fast energy. I would love for you to take out a notebook with a pen. If you have 2 colors, that's even cooler. Cool. This is what we're going to do together just right now. The I'm important meter. I would love for you to rate yourself. Are you like I do need to stop and care for myself, but I don't? Or are you, I'm full on prioritizing me and I feel so good about it? Okay, where are you on that I'm important meter? So you can write that down. You can write it in the chat if you want. And I want to know, how long have you been wanting this to be different? Like, has it been, I don't know, just 2 weeks? Has it been like 5 years? How long has it been since you've really wanted to change and make things different for you? So where do you want to be? Also, that's something. Maybe take out your other colored pen and be like, well, I actually want to be the 10. Maybe an 8. Maybe you want to be 8. That's fine. You know, no judgment. I want you to please notice the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Because the 3-part tune-in system, that framework, that's how we bridge the gap. That's where we get to the, yes, I'm prioritizing myself and I feel like I'm ruling the world of my life. Yeah. So far, so good? Cool. Okay, ladies. So the first part is really all about balance. We often sometimes go the other way around, where we think we need to fix all our problems without fixing the balancing the foundation. Here's the thing. When we stop taking the body for granted, when we stop letting the mind run the show and push down emotions, and then we create all these communication breakdowns, then when we stop taking all of that for granted, our health comes back to balance, and it just feels so good. So one of the ways you can do that is to understand that your body has the message. So Marie-Michelle was with us on the yoga, and we really worked on bringing the breath to areas of the body that either feel painful or to which we can expand and make more space. Okay. So I invite you today, as of today, to recognize the signs from your body. What's your body telling you? You know, when you have cramps, when you have a headache, are you pressurizing yourself? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself and then it creates a headache? Like, notice that your body has the message. And in regards to your mind, it has a filter. It's called the reticular activating system. It's actually a filter that we have developed. Well, our Mother Nature, God developed the brain filter. But what I mean is that we, with all our experiences, have allowed what thoughts get let into the mind and which thoughts get left out. So your mind has a filter. How can you use it? What thoughts are you letting into your mind that don't serve you? And thirdly, to balance all of that, to really feel like your body, mind, and emotions are in balance, you need to remember that being emotional is not weak, that your emotions are valid. So I ask you, how can you, when can you allow your emotions to be without feeling like you don't deserve to feel? Does that ever happen to you when you're like, I'm not going to be emotional right now because it would be wrong, or it would like, I'd be like a wuss? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So here's the thing, when we have the awareness of the body and its messages, of the thoughts and the filter, and of the emotions, and are able to live through them and see the messages of all of those, when we bring that awareness, we're in balance. We really are in balance. And that's the foundation. That's the step one of the framework. When all of these three are in balance, then we can move on. Right, okay, we can move on, but I have a question for you first. This is maybe your homework question. How can you have more body, mind, and emotional awareness to balance your health? Is there a place for an opportunity for expansion, for more health, for more balance, for more connection to body, mind, and emotions? Because when we do that, then we can get to connect. If we don't balance, it's almost like, if you are familiar with the chakra system, who's familiar with the chakras? Most of you are, right? It's like energy wheels along the spine, and the energy circulates along the spine. But if at some point the chakras are blocked, the energy doesn't move up. It's the same thing here. We can't connect if we don't balance the body, the mind, and the emotions. When our energy is misplaced, it's difficult to stand in our power and connect to what we truly want instead of what others expect from us. Because to get a diploma, to reach a job of your dreams, of your dreams before now, was all what people expected of you, probably, right? It was what people expected of me, but I still did it. The thing is, here, when we talk about how is it that we're not standing in our power, what are you saying yes to that you really want to say no to? Is your job a yes that you want to say no to? Is the dance class that you did before the pandemic a yes or a no? Is hanging out with some friends that are draining your energy a yes or a no? Is the glass of wine once in a while a yes or a no? Is the in French we say débauche, you know, that big party that leaves you drunk and numb, is that a yes or a no? What is draining you? What is uplifting you? And that will help you connect to what you truly want. Because you deserve to live a long and healthy life in alignment to reach your full potential. You really do. I really believe that. Do you believe that? Yes, I know. And I wanted just to share with you that if I didn't crack open, if I didn't allow myself to transform, man, I would be like this stress ball. I'm still sometimes stressed, but I have all the tools now to be way less stressed. I'd have these headaches and feel so pressured. Busy was really my last name. And, you know, I would not be in a 7.5-year relationship. I'd have no changes. I wouldn't have attracted the business that I've created for myself. I wouldn't have attracted that if I didn't allow myself to change and transform. So to feel aligned, fulfilled, and whole, we need to connect with ourselves, with what we truly want, with our boundaries. What are we saying yes to, and what are we saying no to? Where are we bringing our energy? Are we bringing it? Are we being uplifted or drained by people who don't share the same values as us? Where do we spend our time? Time is energy. Money is energy. Does that make sense so far? Yeah? Okay, if you have questions, put them in the box. in the box, in the chat box. Okay. So a self-inquiry for you for like homework or something you can reflect on. What can you do in your life that's more aligned with your desires and your values? What can you do? What is something you're going to commit to in your life that's more aligned with your desires and your values? And that's something that I teach, part of the Tune In framework, part of Connect, that second part. How can you know your why, your desires, your values? What are they? Right? We do that work for sure. And part 3. So it's trust. You can't trust if you don't balance your body, your mind, your emotions. You can't trust if you don't connect to what you want, to your boundaries, to what's important to you, to what drains and uplifts you. It's like, and by trust, I mean making decisions we're happy with, going with our purpose, not fearing what other people will think of us, and trusting that we are on the right path, trusting that everything is happening for a reason. We need the balance and we need the connect first. And so when the thoughts speak louder than the intuition, it's hard to make decisions from the heart. We lose track of our inner compass and we forget to trust on the way. So who here is a big fan of their intuition but doesn't know how to listen to it? Okay, half. It's a muscle to flex. It really is a muscle to flex. So this is what happens as women, I guess, because I don't think men do that. My boyfriend is like this fast asleep at night, and I'm still like probably thinking about the worst case scenarios. Our mind just does that sometimes. So are you fearing the worst case scenarios? And what I mean by that is what if it doesn't work out? That question. What if I suck? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? That's fear. And the fear is like this here, the big devilish, ego. That's what it is, okay? The top right. Doesn't look anything like Lucifer if you watch Lucifer on Netflix, but it's the ego and it's fear-based. What if it doesn't work out? Fear of failure. And all of the shit that we heard all our lives, that we weren't going to achieve something, or that we were weak if we were being emotional, or whatever those beliefs, that's the ego, the fear. But look at the angel there at the bottom left. She has a message, but she's tinier. And our eyes right in the middle are closed. When the ego and the thoughts and the fear speaks much louder than that intuitive muscle heart voice, then our eyes are closed to it. Our ears are closed to it. We can't hear it. So what we want to do is bring them both in balance, because we don't want the ego to go away. We just want to be friends with it. And we want to be friends with our intuition as well. Right? So this is the trust compass. We often live right here, outside of our full potential. We live in self-doubt, in fear. We live with the mind, with analytical. You know the pros and cons lists? I used to do that all the time. My dad was like, well, do a pros and do a cons list. I was never taught how to follow my heart. Were you? Like, hell no. It feels like it was not the way to go. We needed to listen to the mind. So the idea is to bridge this gap between the self-doubt and the fear and the intuition. And once we've bridged that gap and we've brought both voices more equal, then we can pierce this next bubble and go straight bullseye, balancing the heart and the mind. I'm living my full potential, yo. Like, it's a practice, okay? It is. I know it is. But it's baby steps and you can do it. I did it. I'm doing it. It's a work in progress. Here's a self-inquiry question for you. Where can you fill in to the what if? Like really feel into the what if positive and say yes to yourself. What are the what if negative thoughts that you have in your mind often? What are they about? How can you change them to what if it works out? What if everything happens right? What if I make the right decision? Right? So that would be another opportunity for expansion for you. that I would love for you to inquire and really contemplate on in this weekend or the next few days. And okay, if you want, you're welcome to close your eyes here, because I'm going to just paint a picture for you. Okay. I'd love for you to imagine if you did not overthink, and if you were actually like not caring about what other people think. Like, we're not feeling guilty about taking time for ourselves. We're not like bringing the unhealthy habits and sticking with them. We're not doubting our major decisions, and we're not saying yes to everything. And instead, we feel good in our body. We feel healthy and radiant. We are connected to what thoughts get let into our mind and which ones get left out. We feel strong and weightless to feel our emotions. And we feel connected to what we want, to why we're here, to our purpose. We know what's out there for us. We make decisions we're happy with. You feel like, how would that feel? And you said no without guilt. Nope, I don't want to do that. It doesn't make me feel good. No guilt. What if you felt aligned with your purpose and you tuned into your intuition? What would that life look like? So I'm so excited, because I know that, are there like questions for you? Like, okay, but I've never prioritized myself before, so I'm not sure what to do, or how do I even get started? Or what kind of like fears would be in your mind right now? If you want to share anything, please let me know. I'm going to keep moving. And I want to ask you, do you want to live your life with full potential? Because that's where we feel the most happy. And so what I wanted to talk to you about today is my Tune In program. And that's how it's separated with balance, connect, and trust. Whether it's right now, whether it's in 3 months, whether it's next year, when you feel like you're ready for your transformation, I'm really here for you. And so what I wanted to do is tell you that you can book a call with me. It's a Say Yes to Yourself call, and it's free. It's really for you to come back to yourself and see if working together is something that you would benefit from and that I can help you to do. Free 7-day self-care challenge called Slow Down and De-Stress. It's a 7-day self-care challenge. You just get it into your inbox. You can start at any time. And I also wanted to share with you the link, but I am not unable to do anything right now. So there it is. Okay, I think I can. Yes, I can. I'm just going to put the link of that free challenge in there for you. And so that if ever you want to go ahead and do that, where's the chat, you guys? Okay, there you go. So this is the link for the free challenge. HTTP, okay. And if ever you do want to book a call and that's something that you feel pulled to, are you kidding? You guys. So I'm going to just put it for you in here. I'm sorry, it's so complicated. No, and there it is. Okay. Okay, so if ever you want to book a call, that's your link. Sorry, girls. So this is your free gift that I said I'd give you. It's Slow Down and De-Stress. That's pretty much how it looks, just so you have like a little bit of a look at how it feels. And just lastly, I wanted to share with you my community, which is awesome. It's an online free community and it's all women. It's called You Have It In You. And again, I'm going to post the link in the chat box as well if you want to join. We have some weekly Tune In Thursday lives where we cover anyways from slowing down to de-stressing to finding your purpose to listening to your intuition to balance, connect, and trust to really say yes to yourself. So you're welcome to come in that group. And again, my name is Claudia-Sam of Claudia-Sam Soul Coaching. And I'm really, really excited that I've been able to share this with you today. So thank you